I tested AI search for local service businesses, and here's what I found. It was so crazy I had to make a video on this. 487 out of 500 businesses were invisible to AI. That means 97% of businesses were not being recommended. Now this only matters because 73% of customers nowadays ask AI for recommendations, and only 3% of businesses show up in results. The rest, they don't exist to AI. So your customers are asking ChatGPT who to hire. The question is your business showing up? In this video, we're going to break down what the people who did not show up were missing to do and what the people who are showing up continue to do month over month to bring in this revenue that comes from AI search. So here's exactly what I did. I tested 500 service businesses across 20 cities. I asked AI who's the best dentist, plumber, med spa in the city. And then I tracked which businesses AI recommended, documented the results, and now out of 500 businesses, only 13 were consistently recommended. So what this actually means for your business is if 73% of your potential customers ask AI first, and you're not in the top 3 results, you're losing 70+% of inbound leads to competitors. That's money that's just going to your competitors that's gone forever. So I tested the best dentist in Raleigh. ChatGPT recommended 3 practices. The other 47 dental offices in Raleigh, they're invisible. They don't even exist to AI. And to your customers now using AI to validate businesses, they're only seeing 3 practices. They're not being recommended these other 47. So your website, your Google ads, your SEO, none of it matters if AI doesn't know you exist. So the key of this video is how do we make AI know you exist? So you're currently losing to a competitor you can't see. It's not Google anymore. It's not Yelp anymore. It's not word of mouth anymore. It's AI. And AI is making decisions about your business without you knowing. Now you're aware of this, but before you had no idea. So the old way was your customers Google your business. Now the reality is your customers ask ChatGPT. Now, how can we be sure that they're asking ChatGPT? One, the data of how many searches per day. There's 887 million searches per day just looking to find businesses. But people are using ChatGPT for things like their work, their personal life. So they trust it already. So then when they need a business, they're going to ask the person they already trust for their work and their personal life, who should I go to? And they're going to go to that business it recommends. Per week, I think the statistic is 230 million people search and use the advice ChatGPT gives for their personal health. That's instead of going to doctors, 230 million people per week. So if you're not showing up in AI results, you're bleeding customers every single day. Now this is a demonstration. AI is not actually looking like this thing. It's just a computer algorithm. But it's checking which business should I recommend, which one should I not. So we're about to break down what makes AI recommend a business versus not. So why AI doesn't recommend you is you have a weak digital footprint. AI can't find enough information about you. You have an incomplete Google business profile. There's no structured data on your website. Now the second reason could be you have insufficient social proof. AI doesn't trust businesses with less than 50 reviews. Reviews on only one platform is a red flag. So even if you have 200 reviews on Google, which is more than 50, it's more than 50 by a 4x multiplier. It doesn't matter because they're all on Google. AI sees this and thinks they're bought. So it immediately puts up a red flag and will not recommend you. Now you also have no third-party validations, media, or awards. So for the one platform thing, let me just hint on this one more time. So you want to have at least 4 sources that your reviews come from. Easiest 2 are Google, Facebook, and then 2 other industry sites that you have. But having 4 allows AI to see multiple different platforms of reviews, meaning you did not buy reviews and are trying to game the system and try and pull one by AI without it noticing. Now reason number 3 is inconsistent information. Your name, address, and phone doesn't match across platforms. AI thinks you might be 2 different businesses. So in this confusion, AI will skip your business entirely. AI is not going to text you and ask, hey, are you the same? It's just not going to recommend you. It doesn't need your permission to not recommend you, just like it's not going to ask for your permission to recommend you. So when I say it has to be the same, it's really to a mundane point. So let's say your area code starts with 919. And this is what your Google says, but your Facebook has your number listed as 919 with parentheses around it. You're not going to be recommended because AI sees two different businesses, whereas a human sees one business that's the same. AI doesn't, and so it's not going to recommend you. That's just an example. Do the same for your name and your address. It has to be character for character specific. So every one of these issues is enough to make you invisible to AI. The reality is most people we work with, all of these are an issue for them. And you're definitely not going to be recommended if all of those are the issue. Now the 13 businesses AI recommended, here's what they all had in common. They had common traits of AI recommended businesses. They had 100+ reviews across multiple platforms, not just Google, that's key. They were featured in local media or won industry awards in their city. They had detailed case studies and documented results, gave AI more proof and safety that this was an okay business to trust. They had a perfect name, address, and phone consistency everywhere online. Not just on some platforms it was this, and on others it was different. On any platform you went to, their name, their address, and their phone was perfectly consistent. Their schema markup was installed on their website, and they had an active Google business profile. They were posting weekly on their profile. Now this is key to let AI know you're an up-to-date business. A lot of people don't even post on their Google business profile. They don't even know they can do that. But the reality is you want to show before and afters. You want to show product demonstrations. That doesn't have to be a video. If you're a roofer, do a before roof picture and an after. If you're a med spa, same with a facial treatment, before and after. Maybe it's someone doing the treatment on your customer. Anything like that, just make sure you're doing weekly posts to let AI know you are an up-to-date business. Now you're probably wondering what is schema markup, and honestly you can just tell your developer to handle this. But this just allows AI to navigate your site faster. So it improves the speed at which AI can find your business website and get the info from it that it needs. So these businesses did not get lucky. They built an AI-friendly digital presence. That's all it takes. Because the fact of the matter is 13 out of 500. Now remember this statistic. These 500 businesses, they weren't just terrible businesses no one had heard of. Some of these have been around for 50 years. And they still weren't being recommended because AI doesn't care how long you've been around, how much you make, how big your name is. AI cares that you have these trust factors so it can believe you're the safest option. Now you realistically have 6 to 12 months before this gets too competitive for anyone to manage. So today 97% of businesses are invisible. So you have a massive advantage. If you act now, you can finally win your market and become the #1 result for anyone looking for your type of business in your area. 6 months from now, early adopters are going to dominate the markets. 12 months from now, everyone figures this out. Competition intensifies. Think of this like when Facebook ads first came out. When no one knew about them, the businesses taking advantage made a ton of money. Now, in order to win on Facebook ads, you have to spend a lot of money because it's so competitive. AI, you're not able to buy your ranking. You have to do these factors on your own in order to gain AI's trust. Now in 18 months, rankings solidify. It's nearly impossible to catch up. Now why is it nearly impossible? If you know what you're doing, you can catch up, but it takes a lot and it means you have to have a ton of volume coming through your business, which for most people, having a high ticket service, that's not the case. You can't 10x the amount of roofs you're doing each month just because you want to rank on AI. And so why it becomes impossible to catch up is because if you start ranking now, and let's say you're gaining 30 reviews a month, and you're gaining 2 case studies and 1 local media mention. This means after 18 months, multiply all this by 18, and these are the metrics that your competitors would have to reach to compete with you. Now, I'm not a mathematician, so let me get my calculator out here. And so if we did 30 times 18, let's see what that would be. 30 times 18. They'd have to have 540 reviews to even match what you're at. They'd have to have 36 case studies, and they'd have to have 18 local media mentions. Now, the 18 local media mentions alone is near impossible. The 36 case studies is doable if they really focused on it every single day. The 540 reviews is improbable. They'd probably have to hit up everybody they've ever worked with and get reviews if they haven't already gotten them. So it's very improbable that they would be able to outrank your business at this point. That's why if you get in now, the moat gets deeper. Because reviews compound over time. 100 reviews to 200 is easier than 0 to 100. Media mentions stick around forever. Just like a human can find them forever, AI can find them forever. Schema markup is evergreen. Once you do it once, you don't really have to worry about it. First movers build brand recognition. The businesses that act now will own their market for years to come. Think of the Facebook ad analogy. Now, what you're losing every month if you're invisible, this is what really gets people's attention. It's about $70,000 for a certain business we were looking at. So the average service business gets 20 to 50 leads per month from local search. If 73% now use AI search, that's 15 to 35 leads going to AI recommended competitors. If your average customer value is $2,000, you're losing $30,000 to $70,000 a month in revenue. And this isn't just evaporated, like no one's getting this. Your competitors are getting this in the market. So your competitors are making all of the money from AI right now. So one med spa owner I worked with was losing an estimated $45,000 a month to competitors showing up on ChatGPT. She had no idea until we tested it. That's the reality. Most people just don't know how much they're losing. It's not like your competitors are going to go out and say, hey, all of our traffic's coming from this one source. They're not going to tell you that. They just assume everyone's ignorant to the fact that this is the highest ranking search platform that there is on the internet today. So, genuine question, can you afford to lose another 3 to 6 months of revenue while your competitors dominate AI search? If you can click off this video. If you want to capture that revenue and want to make a lot more money, then you should probably stick around to the end of this video. So what you're losing every month if you're invisible. Let's say you do nothing after this video, you'll keep losing 70% of your leads. You'll watch your competitors grow, you'll fall further behind every month, and eventually, you'll either close your business or really struggle month to month. If you get visible now, you'll show up in AI recommendations, you'll capture 70% more leads, you'll build an unbeatable moat, and you'll dominate your market. It's that simple. So it doesn't take a genius. I'd say it would take a 5-year-old to say, oh, this is the winner. That's the one you should go with. You should want to rank on AI and rank number 1 now. Now the choice is yours, but doing nothing is a choice. So if you watch this video and decide, I don't need to rank on AI, you're just choosing no. You're just going with this first option, which is fine, but just be aware that you're going to lose to the competitor who goes with option 2. So now let's find out if you're invisible. So basically our offer, what we do a done for you offer where we rank businesses number 1. So you can book a 15-minute strategy call with Advera. It's our done for you offer where we go through and we implement these 7 steps for our clients. So they don't have to worry about it. A big issue is consistency. A lot of people just don't have the time to do this, but they want the result from it. They want to capture that $70,000. But even if you don't want to work with us, you can go to advera.app. You'll see these 7 steps. You can implement them on your own. There's a 90-day roadmap to start ranking high on AI search in your market. Now, if you want us to do it, you can click this book your strategy call, get started, or you can click book a call and you can have a call with our team where we can assess where you're currently ranking. So we'll test your business on ChatGPT, Perplexity, and Gemini, the highest grossing platforms on AI search. We'll show you exactly what AI says about you or doesn't say. We'll identify the 3 biggest gaps costing you customers. We'll give you a customized 90-day roadmap to rank number 1. The reason why we say on the call we can give this to you is because these are the 7 steps, but a lot of times businesses will have 2 out of these 7 already done, which means we need to focus on the other 5. Now, like I said, you might be able to identify that, but for the business owner who doesn't have to want to worry about this is a good fit for you. But this is only for serious service business owners ready to invest $2,500 a month initially to dominate their market. This isn't for people who think, I might want to make $70,000 extra per month. This is, no, I want to invest in something that will keep me from spending high ad spend each month and will maintain that I'm the best person in my market for this highest search platform to recommend. So your competitors are booking calls this week. Don't let them lock up your market first. That's the end of this video. If you have any questions, comment down below. I'm happy to answer them. Like I said, there'll be a link down below. You can book a call with Advera. If not, just go to Advera, implement these steps on your own, and you'll start to rank. But if you feel like that's too much, book a call. We'll see if we can help you.